Namaste everyone. Welcome to Yes
The
Talks.
video on कहाँ कर रहे?
Today's session is titled My Journey in Building an Institution with a Difference. And we have Dr. Vijendra Chauhan ji with us as the speaker. Let me start by giving a brief introduction for him. Dr. Vijendra Devi Singh Chauhan is a distinguished orthopedic surgeon, academic leader, and medical educationist. He currently serves as the Director General, Academic Development at Swami Rama Himalayan University and is a Professor of Orthopaedic Surgery at the Himalayan Institute of Medical Sciences, Dehradun. Inspired by His Holiness Dr. Swami Rama, he has dedicated his life in building the institution from its infancy in 1994. Welcome, sir. Thank you so much for joining. We are truly honored to have you with us today. We look forward to your session, sir. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Arunima ji. I'm audible?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay. Respected Professor Ramesh Bijlani ji, sir, the soul behind this prestigious Yes channel, Arunima ji, friends, colleagues, and dear listeners, a warm greetings from the Himalayas. Thank you, sir, for making me a part of the Yes family today and giving me an opportunity to share my journey with all of you. I'll share my slides. At the outset, I would like to thank my beloved parents for bringing me into this beautiful world and instilling me in values and sanskars, because of which I could devote this life in the service of humanity. I would also like to pay my respect and homage to my life partner, who stood like a rock till her last breath, always motivating and inspiring me in this mission of seva. I strongly believe a good life partner doesn't complete your life. They strengthen the person you already are. Let me begin with my early childhood. I was born and brought up in a small village in western Uttar Pradesh called Brahmakheda in the district of Muzaffarnagar. Now it is called Shamli. When I was born, my father was in his final year of engineering. In those days, marriages used to take place very early. In 1966, we shifted to Ahmedabad. And when I was in 9th standard, my father got few good books in the house. One was Bhagavad Gita by Swami Shivanand from Divine Life. The second was the 7 volumes of Vivekananda work. And the one which was very close to my heart, the Gospel of Ramakrishna Paramans. As a child, I was very curious to know about these books which came in my house. The one which inspired me was the Gospel of Ramakrishna Paramans by Mahendranath Gupta. I was so fascinated with it. I had no idea of spirituality at that time. I became disciple of Ramakrishna Paramans of my own and started worshipping him and started visiting Ramakrishna Mission Ashram in Ahmedabad. My father saw this bent of mine and he became disturbed because I started telling him कि मुझको दूसरा रास्ता अपनाना, I want to go up in the mountains. He tells me, बेटा पहले कुछ बन जाओ, उसके बाद जो चाहा वो कर लेना. So gradually then I started focusing on my education. And I was so lucky that I got an admission in medical college, Sevagram. Again, a very unique institution in this country, which was founded by Dr. Sushila Nair, a right hand of Mahatma Gandhi in those days. And this institution is based on Gandhian philosophy. Friends, you'll be surprised to know, I went to join a medical college, but you know what happened? They put our batch of 60 students in the ashram, and they called it an orientation program. So for 15 days, we had to pass through an ashramite life. And we students of 18, 19 years of age at that time thinking, मैं तो डॉक्टर बनने आया था, मैं कोई गांधी जी बनने तो नहीं आया था यहाँ पर. In those 15 days, my first class of anatomy took place in the ashram. और वहां पर there were squares that Gandhi ji used to sit here, Jawaharlal Nehru here, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel there. And believe me, friends, we students had to sit in those squares. Just imagine the type of seedlings which was being put in all of us. We didn't realize at that time. On 15th day, when the ashram life was completed, orientation was over, again we didn't go to the hostels. We were taken to Paunar ashram in where Vinobaji was living. And my whole batch, we all were individually blessed by Vinoba Bhave. After those blessings, we entered the medical college. When we entered the medical college, there also the scenario was different. On every Friday, top from the director till the attendant and all students, we had to participate in Shramdan. We had to participate in mass prayer. So those type of small elements of spirituality, of seva bhava, were being installed in all of us without we understanding those concepts in those days. Friends, I came in private practice. I was a faculty at Sevagram after my post-graduation for 3 years. But then I always felt, paisa to chahiye jeevan. You need money. So as a normal man, I also started thinking on those lines. So I came in a private practice, had a very roaring practice in 4 years. But I started feeling that I had a roaring practice, but it was not giving me fulfillment. I had money, but no peace. And sometimes I started questioning, क्या पैसा बनाना ही मेरा उद्देश्य है? Those type of thoughts at a young age of 34, 35 started coming in my mind. And I'm sure all this happened because of the education I got and because of my parents. Such thoughts started sprouting now. One of my friend, Dr. Sunil Saini, he came and started practicing with me. When he joined me, he told me that after 1 year, when Himalayan Institute would be ready, he would be leaving this place and going over there. And he had already met Swami Rama at that time. Swami Rama is my guru now, his spiritual guru. So when he started telling me those things, I felt कि तू भी अगर छोड़ के चला जाएगा तो मैं अकेला सहारनपुर में क्या करूंगा? Saharanpur was the place where I was practicing. So one day I went to Jolly Grant just to see what was coming up. And this is the story of 92, 93. So when I just came to the campus, there was nothing. It was totally a dry and barren land, jungle tha wahan par. And an OPD was being run in a tin shed. I'll show those images later on. मैं वहां पर डायरेक्टर थे डॉक्टर अनिल सिंगल, who left his practice in United States of America, and he was looking after that project. I just met him. I told him my desire of coming to this place and serving it. He tells me, you know, Dr. Chauhan, unless and until Swami Rama scans you, you cannot join the mission. मैंने बोला मैं तो आ गया. बोले कहाँ बैठोगे? मैंने बोला आपके बगल में कुर्सी डाल के बैठ जाऊंगा, सेवा ही तो करनी है. So he couldn't stop me. He said, you start coming once a week. And after 6 months, when Swamiji comes and he scans you, then you can join the mission. So after 6 months, me, my wife, and my elder son, Akshay, who was 4 years old at that time, the younger was not born, he was in the womb. So we were just standing at the gate of the institute, in front of the guest house, and in front of those tin sheds, and Swami Rama comes in the morning at around 10 o'clock. मेरे को 50 मीटर की दूरी से देख के जोर से बोलते हैं, खिड़की का दरवाजा खोला उन्होंने अपना, अरे तू आ गया है, तू काम शुरू कर. That was my scanning. I had so many questions in my mind at that time which I wanted to ask. मेरा भविष्य क्या होगा, मेरे बच्चे को क्या होगा, मेरे परिवार का क्या होगा. But all those questions remained unanswered. Then if we go back to Saharanpur, then Swami Rama comes in my dream. And in that dream, the medical college building comes up. It was not existing at that time. Building वगैरह कुछ नहीं थी वहां पर. So that building came, and that lecture theater, which later on came as it is, as I dreamt. Swamiji हमको एक lecture दे रहे हैं. After finishing his lecture, he comes close to me, puts his right arm over my shoulder, and tells me, तुम लोग के लिए बना रहा हूं, तुम नहीं आ रहे हो. I immediately got up from my sleep, woke up my wife, and told her, let's pack up. Friends, believe me, at a notice of 3 days, we renounced our practice. और हम यहाँ जंगल पे आ गए, सेवाग्राम, Jollygram, where nothing was there. There were only tin sheds. The hospital building was just coming up. It was not yet fully ready. And we started working in those tin sheds. Before I go into the depth of my journey, let me just share a minute or two about this great saint who inspired me and who keeps on still inspiring me. His Holiness, Dr. Swami Rama. Friends, he is the only yogi in the world, one of the yogis in the world who subjected himself to laboratory controls. And what I'm going to describe you were the experiments done on him at Menninger Foundation in United States of America. And it's all a published work in Index Britannica. What the scientists did, they put thermostats on his fingers. He could create a difference of 10 degrees Fahrenheit between thenar eminence and hypothenar eminence by constricting one vessel and dilating the other simultaneously. ECG was put on he was hooked on ECG, and he could produce an atrial fibrillation by increasing the heart rate to 300 per minute for 17 seconds. EEG was hooked on his brain, and he could produce a delta wave, a wave which is produced in a sleep state in an awakening state. And he knew what was happening outside. I'm a doctor. I never used to believe these things. How it is possible? My first encounter with Swami Rama on these aspects took place at Hotel Ganga Kinare in Rishikesh. We were only 4 doctors in the campus at that time. We were also invited in that lecture, and Swamiji was addressing disciples from all over the world. They had gathered there at Hotel Ganga Kinare in Rishikesh in a conference. I was just sitting in the back. He calls me on the stage, gives me his pulse on his left-hand side. On the right-hand side, the neurophysician holds his pulse. And Dr. Anil Singhal, who's a neurophysician, he started giving a commentary that the pulse on his side is shooting up. At that time, the pulse on my side of Swami Rama was going down. Friends, within fractions of seconds, he reversed the whole phenomenon. Dr. Anil Singhal started commenting that the pulse on his side is coming down. At that time, the pulse on my side started shooting up. Swami Rama looks at me. "Tu kuch nahi bol raha?" I told the whole audience, "Swamiji, you have one heart. How can you generate 2 pulses simultaneously?" मुझसे बोले नहीं बेटा, it's a big science. If you can learn to control your autonomic nervous system, then it's all possible. Friends, he had a full control over the autonomic nervous system. He used to tell us many times, a human being is neither body alone, nor mind, nor soul alone. Human needs are not just physical, they are also mental and spiritual. Science helps us meet only our physical needs, and spirituality helps us meet the needs of the mind and soul. In isolation from science, spirituality shrinks into religious dogmas. And in isolation from spirituality, science shrinks into a cold life-denying mechanism. Hence, you need a beautiful amalgamation of both science and spirituality. मुझे कई बार बोलते थे बाबा, it is not necessary for one to wear the garb of an initiate to attain enlightenment. You can live in the world and yet be spiritual. मैं स्वामी जी से कई बार बोलता था कि स्वामी जी, I'm a doctor. I don't have time to do my meditative practices. मैं साधना भी अपनी फिक्स नहीं कर पाता. You know what he tells me? Son, if you're a doctor, transform your medical practice into worship. Treat your patients selflessly, lovingly, and skillfully. अगर तू ये काम करेगा, तेरा मोक्ष तो वैसे ही हो जाएगा. It's a privilege that the divine has chosen you for this job. It is the divine within you serving the divine that dwells in the patients. This awareness will infuse your actions with spiritual consciousness. Your simple actions will thus turn into karma yoga. He used to tell me, son, on every surface you walk, you must make your mark, no matter what the situation. You must continue to serve the God in everything. He used to weep on seeing poverty, illiteracy, and no medical facilities in this part of the country. And therefore, this institution came up. He used to tell us, if I cannot serve the God within you and others, then going to temples, masjid, churches, all hypocrisy. His philosophy of bringing this institution was very different. He wanted a beautiful integration of ancient wisdom and modern knowledge and technologies. At the same time, it needs to be cost effective so that the poorest of the poor can avail your services. And it should be able to address the needs of the underserved population worldwide. With this philosophy, we started working in this institution. Friends, this is the tin shed where we started our OPDs in 90s. And I joined this mission in 93. Shifted with the family in 94. And this is where Swamiji is standing and helping when that road was coming up. These are the early images of this place. And when we came, this hospital building was not completely ready, but was almost ready now, like this. ये road कच्चा था उस समय. When we came in the month of April in 1994 in the campus. June तक हम tin sheds में काम करते रहे. In June, it was too hot to work in those tin sheds. And one fine day, Dr. Saini, who was my other colleague, and me, हम चुपके से अपनी टेबल उठाए, कुर्सी उठाए, and we came to this hospital. And this is how this hospital started. We had no anesthetist. We both were surgeons. We had no anesthetist at that time, and we started searching for an anesthetist. We got one senior resident from PGI Chandigarh. She came and joined us, and this is how we started our first operation theater in this hospital. Friends, जब मेरी पहली salary आई, I was really shocked. The first salary which I got was 5,000 rupees. In those days, this much amount in practice I was making daily. उस दिन when we went to the market to buy a shoe, Bata ka shoes उस दिन it was costing around $700. There were tears in my eyes. मैं सोचने लगा कि मेरी इतनी सैलरी में मुझे काम करना है, how I will survive. At that time, my wife consoles me. She tells me, ये रास्ता तो हमने चुना है. Had she not been there, दूसरी कोई होती तो मेरे को बोलती कि नहीं, let's again go back, leave this and go back and practice and earn more money. So Swamiji made us pass through an eye of a needle. When we came in the campus, there was no school here. आस पास के इलाके में कोई स्कूल नहीं. मेरे को सब्जी लेने के लिए I had to travel 5 kilometers daily to get vegetable for my house. I had to send my elder son, to a village school. एक दिन मैं बहुत परेशान हो गया. I was thinking that one day my elder son will tell me कि मैं डॉक्टर का बेटा हूं और गांव के स्कूल में पढ़ रहा हूं. So those type of thoughts used to come to me. When those thoughts were going on, I get a call from Swami Rama. What are you thinking about Akshay? He tells me, you could pick up my thoughts. I said, Swamiji has grown big. We need to send him to a good school. Right now he's going to a village school. Swamiji बोलते हैं, no, don't worry about it. You talk to Maithili. Maithili was Swamiji's secretary at that time. 15 मिनट के बाद स्वामी जी का फोन फिर आता है, तेरी बात हो गई मैथिली से? I told him, Swami, she was in Hyderabad. Today only she has landed. I'll talk to her. स्वामी जी इतने नाराज हुए, मैंने तुझसे बात करने के लिए कहा, तूने बात कैसे नहीं करी? He goes to Maithili's apartment, picks her up, brings her to my office in the OPD in the hospital, and tells me from today Akshay will not go anywhere. I said, Swamiji, we need to send him to a good school. बोले वो तेरा काम नहीं है, मैं पढ़ाऊंगा इसको. My elder son was taught by Swami Rama for 1 year. और कैंपस में ही फिर एक स्कूल खोला गया छोटा सा. 2 साल के बाद स्वामी जी ने उसका फिर एडमिशन देहरादून में खुद जाके कराया. That son now, who studied in a village school, was blessed by Swami Rama. He is a heart-lung transplant surgeon, trained at Rochester, and is working at Loyola University as an assistant professor in cardiothoracic surgery, doing heart and lung transplant there. Just see the blessing of these souls. One day, one more incident which comes to my mind I need to share with you. This is regarding how Swamiji used to pick up our thoughts. I was initiated by him. 6 महीने हो गए थे मेरे इनिशिएशन को. And one day I started thinking, आज स्वामी जी हमारे घर आएंगे. He never used to come to anybody's house. He never used to go. But the desire of mine was so much. और जब आपको लगता है कि आपके गुरु आ रहे हैं, you make all those preparations in the house. पर किसने आना था? शाम हो गई, कोई फोन भी नहीं आया. मुझको लगा ऐसा नहीं हो सकता, स्वामी जी को तो आना था आज. Friends, you'll be surprised to know, early morning at 7 o'clock, when I got up from the sleep, I was just took my bath. मैं बटन लगा रहा हूं शर्ट को और मैं अपने आप दरवाजे की तरफ खींचा चला गया. I got pulled up towards the door. I opened the door and Swami Rama standing there with 2 sweet boxes in his hand. बोले कल से मैं सोच रहा हूं तुम लोगों से मिल लूं, देख मैं आ गया हूं तेरे को मिलने. I tell you, immediately I was shaken. How he could pick up my thoughts. मेरे विचार भी उन्होंने पकड़े और मैं आज के बाद कभी स्वामी राम को तंग नहीं करूंगा. That type of a lesson I got, because if I disturb him, I have disturbed him at 7 o'clock in the morning. So that way he kept on teaching us, and he used to connect with all his disciples. In 1995, the medical college came up, and this was the building which came up at that time. I was only 35. Vijay Dasmana, who's the president today, he was 28. And Dr. Saini, he was again around 30 years of age at that time. That Swamiji made a part of the team. He made me the secretary of the trust at an age of 35. So we had a very young team, which was headed by Swami Rama. and you all youngsters bubbling with energy. Believe me, friends, this building came up in just 1 year. बिल्डिंग तो बन गई, एमसीआई इंस्पेक्शन आ गया, मेडिकल कॉलेज के तो एमसीआई इंस्पेक्शन चाहिए. How to get a faculty, and that too in a jungle, was a Herculean task for all of us. मेरी ड्यूटी लगती है कि बंबई जाना है to get a faculty. I had one professor of physiology with me, Professor Saxena. सर हम बंबई जाते हैं, we get down at an airport, वहां होटल में एक रुके. I knew nobody in Bombay at that time. Dr. Saxena had few telephone numbers with him. मैंने उनमें से एक नंबर ऐसे ही घुमाया. जब वो नंबर घुमाया, सामने से फोन पिकअप करता है, सर आई एम प्रोफेसर इंदुरकर स्पीकिंग. मैंने अपना परिचय दिया उनको, एंड आई टोल्ड हिम that I've come from Himalayan Institute and we are looking for a person like you. बोले नहीं नहीं मैं वहीं आ जाता हूँ एयरपोर्ट में. मैंने कहा नहीं सर, where are you putting up? He was putting up in Dadar. We went to Dadar, to his place. He retired as a dean of one of the medical college only 2 days before. मेरे को देखते बोलते हैं, डॉक्टर चौहान मैं 2 दिन से सोच रहा हूं कोई आए और गंगा स्नान मुझे कराए. And see, you have come. I'll come with you. He didn't ask me what salary I'm going to pay him, nothing. I told him, no sir, I need one more person in anatomy. बोले हो गया. Sir, I need a professor of biochemistry to head the department. So we talked to Professor Billy Moria there. Believe me, friends, in 3 days, I had 40 people and none of them asked me what remuneration I'm going to pay them. They came and joined us in our institute as a faculty, and this is how the institution started. 3 दिन के बाद मेरा काम पूरा हो गया. I came to the hotel. It was around 10 o'clock. I gave a ring to Dasmanaji that convey to Swamiji, mission completed. In those days, telephone also was very costly. Mobiles were not available. After 1 hour, I get a call from Dasmanaji. Swamiji left his body. I told this to Professor Indurkar in the night. He tells me, no, Dr. Chauhan, I'll also come with you and participate in Swamiji's funeral. He participated in Swamiji's funeral, and when he joined the institution, then he shows me one diary. Believe me, friend, the diary contained quotes from Swami Rama, which that gentleman is carrying for the last 20 years. These cannot be a coincidence. I don't know how all these things happen, but they all happened with me. Today, the medical college is one of the regional center in medical education technologies by Medical Council of India. In this institution today, we train faculty of 17 medical colleges. Jammu Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, as well as Uttarakhand and Western UP. Even Aligarh Muslim University faculty, medical faculty, they come for their training in medical education to our institute. Today, the hospital expanded them, and today it's a 1,200-bedded super specialty hospital. We are offering both undergraduate, postgraduate, and super specialty programs in the medical college. The daily footfall is around 2,000. We worked out and we developed a cancer care research center, a 250-bedded cancer research center, which is again a state-of-art and one of the referral center of North India, equipped with nuclear medicine and radiotherapy units, bone marrow transplants, and even CAR T cell therapy is possible there. We also boast today of a highly advanced cadaveric skill lab, the one of its kind in North India, where cadavers, they are preserved at -21. They are thawed whenever they are to be used, and you can perform any procedure, teach your postgraduates, doctors, senior residents, any surgical procedure skill which they like to learn. We have now developed even highly skilled skill labs, simulation labs, They are all worth seeing and one of the finest labs we have in North India today. These are all just to give you a glimpse of the diagnostic center and the research center. The whole hospital is connected with the pneumatic chute systems, with the diagnostic labs, and samples are transferred through these pneumatic chutes. So today we have a lush green 196 acres of campus with a built-up area of more than 438,000 square meters and the foothills of the Himalayas. And we have, in 2013, we became a Swami Rama Himalayan University, wherein we have now 7 constituent academic units. Apart from the medical college, we have a dedicated nursing college, School of Management Studies, School of Science and Technology, School of Biosciences, School of Yoga Sciences, and a pharmaceutical schools. We run more than 91 programs, and we have enrolled more than 4,500 students with us, with a faculty strength of 484 today. All the programs, they are recognized by various statutory councils. In the curriculum also, we made few changes, which are very unique of this institution. If you see all the curriculums throughout the country, they all focus on knowledge, skills, and ethics. Even the competency-based program mentioned only these 3. When we started this institute, we know we need to be different. We added an element of spirituality also into it, into the curriculum. Swamiji used to say that unless spiritual learning is included in the education system, we can never overcome our inner poverty. Happiness within and without is the real goal of education. He used to tell us there are 2 types of education. One teaches us how to make a living, and the other how to live. He used to tell us many times, Beta, though we are alive, majority of us experience only the art of existing in this world. Very few of us have really cultivated the art of living. We need to teach our students the science of joyful living, how to live in the world and yet remain above it. So we developed a program which is of 2 days, wherein every student has to undergo through this program, where we tell them how to integrate the body, mind, and spirit in a very scientific way based on Swamiji's philosophy. Just to give you a glimpse of the campus which we have, the auditoriums, the open air theaters, we even have a very good studio where the teachers, they can develop their videos and their lectures in those studios. The campus is a self-sufficient campus. It's a residential campus. You have a crèche now, you have a small school in the campus, parks, playgrounds, residencies, hostels, just to give you a glimpse of them. We have a utility center. आपको बाहर जाने की जरूरत नहीं, दुकानों पे कहीं जाने की जरूरत नहीं, सब कुछ कैंपस में अवेलेबल है. You have an ATM, post office in the campus, the laundry services, tailor shops, cafes, everything is there available in the campus today. We have a nice guest house and Ayurvedic center also in the campus. You'll be happy to know that recently Government of India, they gave us the Atal Community Innovation Center through Niti Aayog. The one of its kind, very few universities in the country, they have been offered this. We have this with us today. We also have a National Academy of Sciences chapter, Uttarakhand chapter in our campus. And the institution has been receiving grant in aids from Department of Science and Technology, DSR, CSIR, DBT, ICMR, and other government agencies. You'll be happy to know the institution, which started in a tin shed, is a NAC accredited A+ institution in the country today. And we are in a band of 101 to 150 band in the NRF ranking in the country. There are 1,350 universities in the country today. We are in the band of the 150 universities today. One of our students, he won the gold in the World Championship shooting in Germany in 2024. The same boy won the bronze in Brazil in May 2022. We have produced more than 10,000 alumni till to date in all the programs, and they're all globally placed today. Just to show you a few of the stalwarts, Chinmay Pandey, he's a pro vice chancellor, a student of our first batch of 1995. He's a pro vice chancellor of Dev Sanskriti University. Sardip Desdhat of 2001 batch, he's a professor of orthopedic surgery at PGI Chandigarh. And he is my elder son, Akshay, who is a heart-lung transplant surgeon at University of Chicago, of Loyola in Chicago. One more area which we developed, which is very unique of this university, and which was very dear to Swamiji. Swamiji heart used to be with the people of rural Uttarakhand. He always used to tell that I need to take care of rural Uttarakhand. You'll be happy to know we are catering today rural services to more than 2,000 villages up in the mountains, focusing on health, education, livelihood, and rehabilitation whenever any disaster takes place up in Uttarakhand. More than 2 lakh mothers and children in the last 30 years have been served by us through our maternal child health program. Around 5 lakh adolescents have been served in the last 30 years by us. You'll be surprised to know, Ganga pahad se upar se nikalti hai, but people don't have a safe drinking water up in the mountains. This institution of ours, we have provided safe drinking water to 550 villages up in the mountains. We connected those tributaries with the pipelines, put filter plants over there, so that a woman today in a village up in the mountain, she did not travel 5 kilometers or 10 kilometers to fetch a pot of water on her head. We have created more than 14,000 toilets up in the mountains. Our water sanitation program have been recognized by Government of India and we are today a nodal agency for National Jal Jeevan Mission. We are also being certified with the Platinum Certificate by Confederation of Indian Industries, Delhi, for our green practices. Professor Ramesh has already seen the campus. Anybody who wishes to come, you really have a feel that it's one of the beautiful campuses where you'll feel that you are in the, in the nature with Himalayas, facing the Himalayas. You'll also be happy to know that for the last 3 consecutive years, we are at number 1 in Ayushman in the country, offering free services to people. Our number have crossed 2.3 lakhs in the last 5 years. This was the region when we came to this campus outside. I just want to show you the impact this institution has made on the lives of the people. When we came, these were the small bahar jo choti dukane thi chai ki bahar. And today you see the campus outside like this. Just a vision of man, one man transformed this whole place. We share a common boundary with the airport of Dehradun today. The Dehradun airport again has come up and has given a visibility to this place. Friends, I'll just share my last meeting with my Swamiji. He was suffering from cancer in the last stages, and he was in a very bad shape. I get a call from Swami Rama. I thought his drips have come out. At that time, when I went to meet him, believe me, friends, a man who's on his deathbed, mere ko dekh ke aise baith gaye as if he has nothing. And he asked me a simple question. Beta, tujhe kya chahiye? Jo tu aaj mangega, I'll give you. Believe me, friends, I'm just sharing the thought which came to me at that time. The thought which came was, कि स्वामी जी अगर देना ही है, bless all of us who are staying in this campus, that we all grow spiritually. स्वामी जी की आंखों में से आंसू टपकने लगे, मेरे सिर पे हाथ रख के बैठ गए, बोले ये तो होगा ही. And son, all I have is a gift of love which I received from my master and other sages. The same gift I offer to you. May you receive, retain, and multiply it in your heart. God bless you. Thank you, friends.
Thank you so much, sir, for this very inspiring talk. And thank you so much for sharing from your remarkable journey of personal growth and education and spiritual learning, and which led to building an institution with a unique vision. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And
sir, I finished in time.
Of course, well in time. And that's what I'm going to ask next. If you allow, we can open the session to the participants.
Sure.
Yeah, so thank you. Participants, if you have any questions or any reflections to share, please go ahead. You can put your messages in the chat box. I can read those out, or you can unmute yourself and speak up. Please,
Hi, can I make a couple of comments? Yeah. So I am privileged to know Dr. Vijendra Chauhan from my school days, from class 6th in school. And while he has become a very distinguished medical professional, very eminent surgeon, for me, he is still Vijayan, who I used to call
Rajan Joshi. Just a minute. Rajan Joshi is in New Jersey in USA today. He's an engineer, software engineer.
Yeah. So for me, Dr. Chauhan is still Vijayan. But I want to share something about him. We were typically in schools, and especially in high school, when we started becoming a little more aware, I think most of us were people who were drifting along. That, jayenge college, kuch karenge, dekhenge, by 11, 12, everybody is going into science. So if you're doing well, you're expected to go into science. There's some kind of social direction. But Vijendra, at that point of time, he was the only person who had remarkable clarity of vision. He told me, Rajan, मैं doctor banke, I want to go to my native place near Shamli, and I want to serve the rural people. It was shockingly, unlike any other people, students in the class. Nobody else had any kind of vision. We had no vision. We were just going along. But Vijendra was the only person who said, मैं ये बनूंगा. Okay. So he did that. I'm very, very, happy to share that he has achieved his fantastic vision, which he kind of had at a very early age. He went through some very interesting struggles as well. I remember that after he finished his medical MBBS degree, he was overlooked for admission by the college to the master's program in surgery. And he had come to Ahmedabad. And at that point of time, he had started studying in an ophthalmic institution because he thought, okay, I'll become an ophthalmic surgeon. And then he figured out that, somebody else was given admission into the master's program instead of him. True to, never giving up, he and his father, I call him Uncle Ji, very, very powerful personality also. They went and lost the case in the local court. And they lost it. Then they went to the Supreme Court. Uncle Ji told Vijayan, let's go. And they camped in Supreme Court. And after that, they won in the Supreme Court. And Dr. Chauhan got admission into the orthopedic program at Wardha, which is, the kind of never give up spirit, which is what I would like to say is very, very commendable. In our, at least in the very small group of friends that we have, we call him Supreme Court specialist, or at least his father, we call him Supreme Court specialist. So very proud to say that while Dr. Chauhan may have known thousands and thousands of people, I am proud to say that he's my friend, and he's always been an inspiration for many of our school and college friends, and will continue to do so. A wonderful journey, Dr. Chauhan.
Thank you, Rajan.
Yeah. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank
That's
you,
all
sir.
I had. Thank you. Yeah.
Participants, anyone else wants to share anything?
Rajan's mother, I can just tell, Rajan's mother was my teacher also.
Wow, that's lovely.
Yes.
Anyone has a question or any reflections to share?
I think Jagbir, yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, Jagbir
Yes,
bhai
please.
sahab.
This is Jagbir Singh from US. We enjoyed the talk. We know Dr. Chauhan. I didn't know that such a great, we came, we are so close with him, and we come every third or fourth year. And when I come in Himalayan Institute, what we just saw, it is really remarkable what the vision had done, and you had dedicated your life, and it is so many. Now you have 6 departments, 7 departments, such a great progress, and we're so proud of Dr. Chauhan. It's a great talk. It's good to know about the progress and the rural area. That is the key, because I come from rural area. I don't have those things in my village, what they have done. So what a fantastic job. So we need some kind of Swami Rama in our area as well to get this thing moving. A great job. Enjoy the talk.
Thank you,
And,
bhai sahab. Thank you. Sanjay has been my batchmate from my MBBS as well as from my masters. We worked together, and his father was also my teacher.
Yeah,
He's in
and
Canada.
I'm proud to say that Vijan has been my friend for almost 5 decades, and I'm very proud of him and really wish him well for further endeavors. And he's done a great job in bringing up this institute, and it's all his dedication, hard work, and single-minded focus on job at hand. Well done, Vijan.
Thank you, Sanjay.
Thank you, sir.
Shivashish. Shivashish is my student.
Great. Would you want to share anything, Shivashish? You are on mute, I think. Are you speaking?
Yes.
Sorry, I cannot summarize my thoughts about sir. He's a close friend to my father, and I've been seeing him since my childhood. And everything that I have seen him doing has been just perfect. I think if perfection is a definition, it is what he does. One day I asked him, Uncle, आप कैसे हर चीज इतनी अच्छी करे? तो he said कि बेटा जो काम कर दिल से कर, तो वो अपने आप बेस्ट हो जाएगी. And I fully agree with what Uncle said that ये जो जगह है स्वामी रमा हिमालयन यूनिवर्सिटी, वो जो कैंपस है वहाँ पे एक्चुअली जो भी जाता है वो भूल नहीं पाता उसको. I have my colleagues, my batchmates, my friends who have been to that place, and they just want to get back to that place of Swami Rama. And sir, it's always a treat to the eyes and ears to listen to you and to see you on screen. And it was a great presentation, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shivashish. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, participants. Dr. Bijlani, sir, I request you to share your reflections, please. So you're mute.
Let me start with expressing gratitude to Dr. Vijendra Chauhan for agreeing to speak, and he has spoken in such an eloquent manner, sharing personal details as well as the history of the institution, as well as the great achievements and accomplishments of the institution under the leader in his leadership, and of course the blessings of Swami Rama. There were several thoughts that crossed my mind while I was listening. Such people are born different. So it's not an accident that he ended up having the type of trajectory in life that he had. And this was obvious, if not earlier, at least when he was in class 9, because his father bringing a few books special books, books like the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna home, is not something which would appeal to every person at age 14. To the extent that he would uh, adopt Sri Ramakrishna as the guru and say that I am not interested in ordinary worldly life. Now, it was good that he listened to his father, and his father got disturbed. That also is understandable, because unfortunately, what has happened is that we have developed in this country over the last 1,000 years a clear dichotomy between worldly life and spiritual life. And therefore, those who sort of have ambitions for their child to have a good worldly life feel that if he has a spiritual life, then in some way he's going to be an odd one out, and they want the child to be good, but not so good as to retire to the Himalayas or go away to a forest and lead a spiritual life. That's not what they want for their children. And I'm glad that he didn't listen, because then this thing actually came back to him again at a later stage when he told Swami Rama that I'm not finding enough time for my so-called spiritual practice. And he was told, the way you are treating your patients selflessly and with such great love and concern, that is your spiritual life, that is your sadhana, that is your way to grow spiritually. And so he was again reminded of this. And this is something which has been said by a very large number of spiritual masters whom we have had the good fortune of having in the last 150 years, because this idea of a dichotomy between worldly life and spiritual life had taken such deep roots that it has taken so many of them to keep reminding us again and again that this dichotomy is not only something which is not desirable, but in fact, spirituality and worldly life are compatible. After all, if it is looked upon as service to the divine, then the divine does not want only unskilled labor. One can be highly qualified, like Dr. Vijendra Chauhan, and still serve the divine by doing things which very few others can do. So that it's not what he does, but the way he does it, the attitude with which he does it, which makes all the difference. And nothing can bring it out better than a real example. And we have had that example in Dr. Chauhan today. And he has sort of said it in a very passing manner and casual manner, but just imagine somebody sort of becoming a very successful medical professional, earning 5,000 rupees a day, and then coming down to 5,000 rupees a month without knowing what he will get there, without thinking of where his child will go to school. But then you can see that Swami Rama had everything in mind, and he had that sort of those supernatural powers by which he could appear in his dream and pull him to that institute, and at the same time know what may be going on in his mind and tell him how his son will be taken care of personally by Swami Rama himself. So these are the type of supernatural powers that these rishis and mystics have, and that was again something which we may otherwise may not always believe, but once it is coming from a person of the stature of Dr. Vijendra Chauhan, and one who has not just sort of, he's talking theoretically, but he's talking from direct experience. So that is what, and then various coincidences, like he's going to Bombay and then getting so many faculty members so quickly, and then discovering that it happened because this person to whom he went had been writing down quotations from Swami Rama for 20 years. So how is it that he reached that person, from the right person, and then was able to get through him so many faculty members, new faculty members, so that something which otherwise one might take years to develop happened within a few hours. And finally, starting at age 14, when he was in class 9, and developing a fascination for Sri Ramakrishna, and then after a little drift into the ordinary worldly life, which was also an experience which probably was important, because never to have experienced it, one would have said that, well, he never saw it and therefore he never got tempted. He saw it and yet did not get tempted. And when the time came, he just gave it all up and came to this institution. And finally, when he was asked by Swami Rama, when Swami Rama was leaving his body, ask for anything. Now, this is a grand opportunity, a boon. And what did he ask? Not anything for himself, but for everyone. Everyone in the institution, let everyone grow spiritually. So that is the only thing that he could think of. And of course, I'm sure with Swami Rama's blessings, all those who are working in that institution, of which I have had some very brief but direct experience very recently when I visited Swami Rama Himalayan University. I can see that that's a unique place, developing and flourishing and coming up to fulfill the dreams of Swami Rama, and serving setting up sort of a model for the way education should be. Education divorced from spirituality really remains incomplete. That's why we have in the logo yoga, education, and spirituality, all three together. And our byline is yoga is education. Education is incomplete without spirituality, and spirituality in practice is yoga. So education remains incomplete without spirituality, and spirituality and yoga is nothing but bringing spirituality into worldly life. Actually practicing it is what yoga is about. So once again, thank you for giving us such a beautiful insight into your life as well as the institution, the level to which you have raised the institution by devoting your life to it and inspiring so many more to join you in developing the institution.
Thank you very much, sir.
Really
You
are
are
a
an
role
inspiration to
model.
all of us. You are an inspiration to me, sir. When I met you, so it's my pleasure and honor to be on this. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. So, before we close the session, let me quickly inform that the recording of today's session will be available on our YouTube channel, Yes Spirituality. You can note down, this is how it is spelled. And you can visit the channel and explore extensive content on yoga, education, spirituality, and related subjects like psychology and wellness. And we also have an ongoing series on the Gita, where Dr. Bijlani takes up the Gita chapter by chapter. And there's a dedicated playlist to that series of talks. You can scan this QR code, reach that playlist directly.
Arunima, just occurred to me, since we had a large number of medical people in the audience today, and many of them at SRHU, we have on this Yes Spirituality YouTube channel also a lot of material that may be of interest to doctors and medical students. If you go to this YouTube channel, you'll find a playlist called Scientific Medicine, a wide angle view, which has 70 videos covering the body from top to toe, all the systems. And each of those videos is a seamless blend of modern medicine, Ayurveda, yoga, and spirituality. The playlist is Scientific Medicine, a wide angle view.
Just share the link to that playlist also.
So for someone like me who does not have the time to analyze the stock market,
so I've just now shared the link to the playlist that Dr. Bijlani mentioned, Scientific Medicine. And I have also shared the link to the channel earlier. Okay, thank you everyone. Thank you, Chauhan, for this wonderful session. And we'll close today's session now with a moment of silence.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Yes. Yeah.
Ashaka, namaste.
Namaste. Very proud of Dr. Vijendra and is the institute. Namaste.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's close the session now with a moment of peaceful silence. Namaste.
Thank you, Rajan. Thank you, everybody. It was an honor to have you all, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. And do visit SRHU whenever you get time. Give me an opportunity to serve you all. Thank you.